Boots Ennis better leave Teofimo Lopez alone. He better leave him alone. I'm telling y'all. Yes, leave that boy alone. He a real one. I know what all that racist rant and stuff like that. Hey, that's what's one thing. When I'm talking about boxing, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm here to tell y'all, he got what it takes to beat Boots Ennis. Man, the two most athletic fighters in the game. Damn, if they was to go head to head. Woo-wee. Yeah, Boots got all the attributes. He got the height, he got the long arms. But you know who got the better timing? That's Teofimo Lopez. You know who's athletic? Who was the last athletic guy that Boots fought? Curran? Curran was the last one? Yeah. And don't think that Boots gonna be able to out punch him. Don't think that. No, he not. Cause you go back, you watch that Claggett fight. That boy Teofimo Lopez, he got some lungs too. When he full-fledged and hungry, he got lungs too. He threw almost 1,000 punches in that fight. Yeah, Boots, I see you. Your numbers is quite high. You around 600, 500, 600, close to 700 sometimes. But guess who can match that out with? Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, Boots. All them little lapses you be having, you ain't gonna be able to have them lapses with Teofimo Lopez. Oh no. That dude is on his game. When he right, when his mind right, it's hard to beat that dude. Explosive, smart. He got a high IQ as well as you do. So look, hey, I'm letting y'all know. Eddie Hearns, if you listening, I'm telling you, if you don't want your guy to get beat, stay away from Teofimo Lopez. You want to give him a couple more fights before you fight that guy? I know T.O. is moving up to 47. I get that. Yeah, y'all gonna say the power and all that. Oh, I get all of that. But like I told y'all, hey.
Man, what's good, YouTube family? It's your boy KB, back to get boxing is just due. And make sure y'all give me my just due by subscribing to the channel, smashing that like button, and turning that bell notification on so y'all can be notified when I drop new content. Man, we gonna get straight into this. Man, what am I hearing? What am I hearing? What are we hearing? Did you hear the Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley giving his take on Jaron Ennis, a potential fight between Jaron Ennis, Boots Ennis, and Teofimo Lopez, aka the Takeover? And he went on to say that, Jaron Ennis, Boots better leave Teofimo alone, and Teofimo has the style to beat him, and, Boots can punch with him, and the power it is. He gave Teofimo a hell of a lot of praise, man. And look, some of what he said is definitely spot on. Teofimo is very athletic. It would be two very good athletes in the ring that night. But make no mistake about it, I think, Boots Ennis is a tad bit more athletic, and he has more substance behind his fight game, if that makes sense to y'all. Like, Teo, he likes to bluff, he likes to showboat, play around. Boots likes to hurt you. And he showboats and plays around too, but it's a lot more devastating when he put his hands on you. Make no mistake about it, man. Teo's explosiveness went out the window once he went up to 140. 135 is when he was knocking guys out, having those highlight reel knockouts. Not so much since he moved up to 140. So you're not going to tell me that a guy that's not really hurting dudes at 140 is going to move up to 147 pounds and hurt or stop or be able to punch, should I say, with Jaron Ennis, who's a big welterweight and easily could be up at 154. I just don't see it. I see it being competitive as long as it lasts. Yes, Teo is very athletic and he can fight. And I think he'll be the most skillful guy that Boots Ennis shared the ring with up until this point. But like people always like to say, right? Size matters, weight class matters. I think the very good big guy will beat the good smaller guy straight like that. I think his experience and all that stuff won't do him any good. I just don't think he'll have any physical advantages going into the fight. I think he'll be a small 47 pounder. I mean, we just heard him bragging about coming in the ring at 146 pounds against Arnold Barboza on fight night. Yeah, that may sound good, but that just means you would be an undersized welterweight, and that wouldn't be good if you're in there against a Boots Ennis who's punching a lot harder than you, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? And Boots is not such a one-punch shot guy, but accumulation, and he's very damaging. He really breaks his opponent down over time. We all seen the way he handled Mantis Stanionis back in April, and the way he broke him down, he made it look relatively easy. He had a lot of fun doing it. So, and you see the side-by-side with Boots and T.O. Just look at the intensity on the bag. It's just much different. And I get it, it's only training, but that tells me, man, the intent in the ring, man, Boots is a killer in there. For lack of a better term, man, he's all gas, no brakes. And Stanionis found out the hard way. And I think TEOFIMO will find out the hard way. But if he's brave enough to give us this fight, I want to see it. I'm all in. I'm not against the guys challenging themselves against the best talent in the world. Make no mistake, Boots Ennis, to me, is hands down one of the absolute best fighters in the world. He's a now unified champion after dispatching and Mantis Stanionis back in April. Unified with the Ring magazine. T.O. been flirting with the talks of going up to 147 pounds. And, you know, in the video, he stated that this fight is happening 3 times. He's going up to welterweight, and, you know, he's Dora the Explorer. He's searching for Boots and all these little clever little wordplay. But we're going to see if he's going to stand on what he been saying. And make no mistake, man, Boots, if Boots accepts this challenge, man, I think this could be a bad move for TEOFIMO. Yeah, the fight I think could be entertaining for as long as it lasts, but I just don't think he has the size, the power, and the overall skill to get away from Boots Ennis and to keep him off of him. Right? He won't be able to keep Boots honest. I think Boots will kind of walk through TEOFIMO. You've seen guys eat his punches at 140 pounds. And I get it. He threw up about 1,000 punches against Steve Claggett. But he won't do that against Jerron Ennis. Boots are going to be throwing a lot of punches back at him. He's going to spend a lot of time on a retreat trying to get away, man. And I think in due time, he winds up getting stopped and hurt. If he don't get knocked out, he's going to get beat up pretty bad, in my opinion. I think Boots is just too big, too strong, too much fighting, too much substance, and he can switch. He can do everything TEOFIMO can do, but better, in my opinion. And he's a lot bigger and stronger. You get what I'm saying? And just as fast, if not faster. So I just don't see many advantages for, TEOFIMO Lopez in a potential matchup with Boots Ennis. But I respect what the Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley had to say. But man, he ain't speaking about the other side of the coin. This would be a very tough test for TEOFIMO. And if he were to come out on top, a lot of people would be surprised. That would be considered an upset. If he could dethrone Boots, that would be the biggest win on his resume to date, in my opinion. Unified champion in another weight class, you move right up to 47 and fight the quote-unquote boogeyman of Jerron Boots Ennis and dethrone him, you'll be cooking with grease. So I want to see if this fight comes to fruition. Eddie Hearn spoke about it. They said it was in negotiations for a potential August bout. But I've also heard down the grapevine that Boots is not particularly interested in this fight. So I wouldn't be surprised if it don't come to fruition. But that's my thoughts, man. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all want to see a potential showdown between Jerron Boots Ennis and TEOFIMO to take over Lopez? And as always, get in the comment section. Let me know if I gave boxing its just due, because that's what I do over here, Just Do Boxing. Till the next one, I'm out. Peace.